Hello everyone, welcome back to a new story. Jungkook and Mingyu have been friends since they were kids. They met each other when they were in kindergarten and have been like brothers ever since. They are inseparable. When the both of them were 15, Mingyu got into a relationship with an 18 years older girl, Lee Erin. Mingyu had lied about his age to Erin and got her that told her that he was 19. Mingyu did that easily since he looked much older than he was. Mingyu and Erin dated each other for 6 months and they also did the act that they should have done when they would be adult. And then Riren found out she was pregnant. When she told Mingo, he panicked thinking about this, and most importantly, Riren was going to find out his real age and how she's going to accept everything. Jungkook helped him through everything from telling his parents to even making sure Erin was okay throughout the pregnancy. Mingyu parents were very disappointed in their son. Mingyu was just 15 and now had a baby on the way to come in the world. His parents apologized to Erin's and Erin's parents about Mingyu lying about his age, but later gave the both of them to a lecture on the things they had done and didn't speak to Mingyu for the 6 months more months, but later accepted him because of their baby's sake. Mingyu's parents decided that it would be best if Mingyu was homeschooled from now on because with the baby coming, he is not going to be able to manage all this. They wanted him to take responsibility for his child and not let anyone else raise the child. Both Mingyu and Erin were going to live with Mingyu. Both Mingyu and Erin were going to live with Mingyu's parents, and although they had maids and a lot of people to help out in the house, the parents said the two of them will have to raise the child on their own and that they will help financially. But as for the child well-being, the other things, it was all up to them. Mingyu and Erin was really nervous about their parents' decision, but they thanked them for their help. Taekook was born a couple of months later and was a super happy child and very easy to take care of. Mingyu and Erin adored their child and also not to forget Uncle Jungkook, who could not get enough of the child. Jungkook spent most of the time at Mingyu's house, not because of the baby Tae, but because his parents were rarely home and being alone with the mates at the house was very lonely. When Jungkook's parents came back from their year-long trip, they found out about Mingyu was now a father and they used that as an excuse to send Jungkook to a boarding school in USA. That Mingyu was a bad influence for their son and that Jungkook needed to stay away from him. Both the boys were disappointed. Jungkook's parents took away his phone and everything so he could contact with his friends Mingyu, but Jungkook still knew his email, so they continued just updating each other about their lives throughout high school and university. 17 years later, Jungkook's POV. It's been 17 years since I have been to Korea and seen my best friend Mingyu and his family, but we did keep in touch. We update each other on what's happening on our lives when we can. I have been in America for over 17 years now and I finally am getting an opportunity to go back my country Korea. I informed Mingyu that I will be coming, and from the he emailed. He sent me reply that he is excited to meet me. I think it's he excited well. So I have missed my best friend all these years. I wonder how baby Tae looks right now. Well, he is no longer a baby now. He is a teenager, and from what I guess, the talk with Mingyu, Tae is pretty smart for his age. As to why I am finally going back to Korea, I was invited to the university to give lecture about business management, and I couldn't say no. I am not a lecturer, but I can pull off a great presentation, and I am actually nervous about the whole lecture thing, but I think I am going to be fine. So my flight to Korea is tomorrow. My friend Yoongi is going with me because apparently he does not trust me to come back once I have gone. Well, I'm not planning to come back to the state anytime soon. I guess I have to convince Yoongi to also stay in Korea with me. Well, Yoongi is also originally from Korea. I met him second week of boarding school, and we have been friends ever since. Yoongi will be meeting me tomorrow at my house, so we can drive to the airport together, which is pretty close. Next day, others POV Jungkook, I'm here, said Yoongi entering Jungkook's house. He was pretty excited for the trip. Okay, Yoongi, let's have leave now. Everything is ready, but let's pass by a restaurant to eat first. I have been busy all morning, haven't gotten time to eat anything at all, Jungkook said. Okay, Cook. So they went to eat and made it to their flight at the last minute. They arrived in Korea the next day at night and dropped to the hotel near the airport because they didn't want to go home as they have to come back to Seoul for the lecture. Tomorrow they will find the rented house they pre-booked for their stay in Seoul. 2 days later, Jungkook's POV. We were settled in our apartments, which was like next to each other. Me and Yoongi had the lecture the next. So I went to finalize a few things with the university beforehand. Thanks POV. I woke up early, really early today for some reason. Our university said a renowned businessman will be coming to give a lecture at our school today. Not that I'm really into lecture, but I'm looking up the guy and I heard he is really hot. I can't wait to meet him. Well, I am done bathing and dressing. I found my parents already on the dining table. Morning, Appa, Emma, I said with a huge smile on my face. Morning, baby. You look really happy this morning. Might I ask why? Because you aren't always happy in the morning, asked my mom happily. Well, Mom, if you must know, there will be a guest lecture from the state at my school, and I'm really excited about that. I said after eating breakfast. I said goodbye to my parents and quickly texted my bestie Jimin that I was on my way to pick him up. I arrived at Jimin's in no time. Hey baby, did you call for a ride? I said with a smile on my face. I did, but I didn't expect the car to be this expensive, Jimin said jokingly. We arrived at University Kick and I went to the room where the lecture was going to take place. I had a few questions ready to ask the lecturer because I wanted him to notice me. It is weird, right? But I heard he is handsome, so why not? 30 minutes later, the man entered, and I knew he was good looking, but he is in person, he was just a whole new level of handsomeness. The way he walked just was amazing. The respect he commanded just by giving a look was just amazing to me. For some reason, I felt attracted to this handsome man. I was keep looking at him. I felt like just few minutes, but when the lecture finished and I could even ask one of my questions because I was so nervous and lost in his handsome face that I forget about my surroundings. Mr. Kim, please stay behind. After the lecture, said Mr. Jungkook. Yes, sir, I said politely. Everyone was gone and it was just the two of us. I just wanted the door to open and swallow me in because I could even keep a straight face with this guy, and Mr. Jian seems to notice it. Mr. Kim, do you have any questions for me? I noticed throughout the lecture you wanted to ask something, but it seems like you were shy to ask it. Well, I do have questions, but I'm not going to ask them. So I gathered all my strength and looked at Mr. Jian straight in his eyes and said, I was just wondering if this gorgeous man in front of me is single or taken. Also, if you weren't boys, I said playfully, for your first question, I'm single, and the second question, I am into boys and girls both, said Jungkook with a smirk, then continued on to say, but I don't date people half of my age, Mr. Kim. Before Mr. Jian continued, I tiptoed and crushed my lips on his, and Mr. Jian didn't respond at first, but then responded a couple of seconds later. It's more like Mr. Jian took control over his lips were so soft on mine, and honestly, I can kiss this guy all day. I loved the way my body was responding to Mr. Jian's moves. He put his hand on my waist, pulling me even closer to him, and the other one was caressing my neck. Mr. Jian then lifted me off the ground and took me to the nearest table and placed me there. All this time, his lips never left mine. Once I was on the table, his lips moved from my lips to my neck, and it felt so good that I unknowingly cried, oh, Daddy. Keep going, I like it. It very much. And with that said, Jungkook kissed me even more, hard leaving a couple of marks on my. Then suddenly, Mr. Jian stopped. It was like a switch was just turned on. He stepped back and then said, I'm so sorry, this should have never happened. I am the adult here, I should have stopped it, but I didn't. It is all my fault. Please forgive me, Mr. Jian said, and then walked out. I was a little disappointed. Why did he stop it all? The whole making out session lasted for like 15 minutes. I kissed him because I wanted to, and also it's not like I'm going to meet Mr. Jian ever again. After the lecture, he will go back to USA, but what can I do now? Nothing more than just I have to find a way to hide those marks. Luckily, I had a small box of foundation in my car. I guess I will have to hide my marks till I reach my car. Jungkook's POV. After the lecture, I decided to ask this kid in the second row in front of me who seems to have questions during my whole lecture but didn't ask me. I asked for his name to the professor of the school. Sir, what is the name of that student in the second row? Oh, you are asking about him? Before I could answer him, someone called professor and he went away. And I went to the Kim boy. At first he seems a bit shy, but then I must say he is really beautiful, but then turned bold all of a sudden. When Kim kissed me, I was like, Jungkook, push him away. Don't let this continue any further. You are going to regret it as soon as it ended. But when his strawberry lips hit mine, I just couldn't resist. I just took control and then I got lost in their kiss. I was caressing his beautiful body all over, and when Kim called me daddy, I just lost control even more. Suddenly, the reality hit me. I was making out with the gorgeous boy in the classroom, and someone might walk in. I apologized to him as it was my fault. Kim is a young boy, but I should have not lost my control. I apologized to him and left. As much as I wanted to ask for his number, I couldn't. Kim is way too young for me. Coming out of that hall, I was still a little bit dazed. How could I have done such a thing? What happened to my self control? It's not like I was regretting the whole making out session because it was great, trust me, that was. But I just didn't like the fact that Kate had Kid had such so much effect on me. How could I lost it? I should have not. A phone call got me out of my head, and it was none other than my best friend Mingyu. Hey man, I said. Hey, just wanted to confirm if you, my whole class businessman best friend, is going to make it for dinner tonight. Yes, Ming, I am still coming, but before that, I have something to tell you about a thing that happened today. I am going to go crazy. As I was about to tell Mingyu, another call was coming, stopping me, and it was another best friend, Youngie. Mingo, do you mind if Youngie join in the call so I can tell you both what happened today? You, yeah, I don't mind anything from you. I don't hide anything from my both friends. They always know each other from me, of course, and it is going to be tough for me if I didn't tell them. I will get mad, so no problem, Mingo said. What's up, guys? Hey, Youngie. As much as I would like to continue our greetings, I can't. Jungkook was about to tell me something happened after the lecture. Nasut, Jungkook, we are listening, said Mingo. Okay. You are so impatient, Mingo. Really, Mr. Jian? So, after the whole lecture, I asked a kid to stay, and as I guess he had something to ask, we were talking, and suddenly he just kissed me. And guys, I don't know how, but my senses and self control flew out of the window, and I found myself pushing the kid back. We had a whole making out session in the hall. We are so lucky no one walked in. I just wonder why that kid has such an effect on me. I'm so confused, guys. I said to my friends, I don't think this is something to talk about on the phone. Maybe after dinner we will talk about it. You both are coming, right? Mingus asked. Yeah, we are. I can't wait to meet my Tangi baby, I said excitedly. You know, he is no longer a baby, right? Jungkook said. Mingyu, yeah, whatever. We'll see you at the dinner. Mingyu said, okay, we will be at the dinner. Yoongi said, and cut the call. Others POV Thang used to attend therapy 2 or 3 times in a week just to get over his childhood trauma. Now he is an better, little better, though that's why he only goes once to see the doctor. Thang was when he was 8 years old, and the memories still haunt till today. Thang used to get panic attacks on daily basis, but now he is better. That's the main reason why they had to change his name while going to school. In school, Tae changed his name to Kimby after the kidnapping. He never had a normal life again. Tae's parents insisted Tae to homeschool and they had to fight them so he could attend college. His parents felt like it was their fault their child had to go through all that, so they felt that they had to protect him from the world. They had bodyguards following him wherever he went, and they knew that, but they pretended they didn't. Back to the story, Tam was ongoing. Now going home from the therapy session, he didn't dare tell the therapist about the makeup session with Jungkook because Tam wasn't ready yet. Although Tang knew he could trust her, his therapist, however, could tell the young man was hiding something, but she decided not to push it and that they will share when he is ready. Tang felt he had to tell someone about it before this whole thing ended up driving Tang crazy, so he pulled over his car and called Jimin. His best friend, "Hey Jimina, I want to tell you something," said Thang. "Hey Thay, what's up, what it is?" Jimin asked. "So today, after the lecture, I guess Jungkook," Thay said too fast. "I couldn't get that you are so fast." "Repeat again," Jimin asked. "I guess Jungkook," Thay said in a low voice, but Jimin could hear. "Wait, the big short businessman who was giving the lecture, but how did that happen?" Theo explained to his friend what had happened. "Wow, I'm speechless there. So, what are you gonna do now?" Jimin asked, surprised as they never did something like this before. "Nothing. It's not like I'm going to meet him anyways. He is probably going back to the States since he is done doing what he came to Korea for," Tae-san said. "Yeah, you're right," Jimin asked. "Talk to you later after having dinner with my dad's best friend," Tae said. "Okay, love, bye," Jimin said to Tae, giggling, and hung up quickly, drove to the house to freshen up before the guest arrived. To be continued. So everyone has the start of the story. I hope you will love it. Whatever you feel about the story, tell me in the comments. See you again in the next episode. Till then, take care. Say bye bye. Bye.